Zoe. Zoe Doggo. What's up, guys? How's it going? Things up here a minute. Hi, dog. How you doing? Are you ready for like an early morning treat? What a strange occurrence it is for you, huh? Like what? Husky Harrison, first one in here, followed by Sour Man and Laser Mail. Dr. Fate, Jacob, how's it going? Yeah, Zoe, first thing in the morning. What is this? What is this for you? First thing's like 9 a.m. for him. Dude, I was awake at like 7 something. This is so early, ridiculously early. I mean, look at the sun coming through. It's early. It's early. We got early morning sunshine on the dog. Yes. And were you just drinking water? Because you're kind of yes. Okay. Give me a paw. Thank you. Appreciate the paw. Yes. Thank you. And kisses. How about the other paw? Yeah. Don't get away. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There you go. There you go. Back scissor. Okay. 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 Let's get you a schmacko. Um. Mic sounds weird. Oh, maybe it's coming through the. Maybe let me make sure it's picking up the actual mic. Hmm. There you go. Good dog. Good dog. What's up, though, guys? How's everyone doing? Let's see. Hang on. Should be. Double check here. I'm gonna put out a tweet real quick. I'll mess with the mic because we're hopefully gonna be listening to Kabam, not me. Um, should be. Is it using? No, it's okay. It's definitely using the wrong mic. So I'll fix that here in a second, guys. Sorry, I'm coming through like the AirPod mic instead of my actual mic. Um, yeah, but I just figured since I need to be awake and doing arenas and stuff anyways, getting off to a good start on the day in that. Might as well retweet this, or not retweet, but like restream this and stuff, and yeah. So they should be starting up here momentarily. What's happening? I'm awake early to do a little arena and watch the yeah, those guys live stream. Come and join us if you want some pointless commentary. Cheers. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that didn't just destroy your eardrums. It destroyed mine. Is that how's that volume for everyone?
What's up, summoners, and welcome back to another official Marvel Contest of Champions live stream here on twitch.tv/Kabam and on the official Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube page. My name is Jax, and I am one of your community managers. Excited to be here with you all today to talk the newest and most up-to-date information on content coming to the contest. Thank you so much, every single one of you summoners, for being here. It's a Wednesday. We've changed things up. Thank you for being patient with us as we made adjustments to our schedule. But thank you so very much for being here. It is my favorite way to interact with all of you, and I hope that you all are looking forward to a great show here. Before we dive into things, let's say hello to all of our newcomers. This is a Wednesday. It's a change in our schedule, which means hopefully some people that previously were never able to make it here means that maybe for the first time you are able to make it here. So if you are a first-time chatter like Gummy Bear, Priyak is at work. Very good. Don't get fired. It's very important. We've got Capitan here, first time from Georgia in the U.S. We've got Sweden with Noir Spida. Welcome on in, everybody. Again, thank you so very much. Tuning in from all over the world. One of my favorite things to see about this community is just the absolute international reach. We are pulling people together in this moment from all over the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go over the ground rules before we dive into the schedule here. And if you've been here before, please say it with me, because there's one rule and one rule only. Don't be a jerk. That's right. It should be easy. This is a game. We are all here because we are passionate about a game. It is meant to be fun. Myself and the individuals in this room are so fortunate that we make our living doing something fun with play. It should be a good time. So please do not get in each other's way of just trying to enjoy yourself. Again, we're just here to have fun.
Okay, that should be better.
Other as a community. If you break the one and only rule, don't worry, we've got mods watching. Shout out to our mods at Kabam Twitch ED and the official at Kabam account, and of course those volunteer moderators that we have as well. Thank you for all that you do. They're going to be watching. If you decide you want to spam things, you want to yell things, you want to be upset about stuff, they're going to help you find the door. Again, this is a game and I understand the passion, and that can be
they're gonna help you find the door. I love it.
Passion leads to aggression and anger.
Mahalo Vantage, how's it going?
This is not the space for that, all right? You can be angry, that's totally valid, that's totally reasonable, but do not take it out here on myself, the mods, or the other community members. So, thank you very much to our moderators. We will do Q&A throughout the show.
Wake it up.
So if you have any questions that you would like to have addressed, please keep them on topic, but please tag at Kabam Twitch ED or at Kabam in the chat. Again, make sure you're watching over here on twitch.tv/Kabam. That is where we will be pulling all of the questions from. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, thank you very much for being here, but pop on over to Twitch. That is where we are going to be doing the bulk of our engagement, as well as our giveaway at the end of the show. So what does this show look like? We're going to talk to you briefly about our June event quest and side quest, which will be launching in about an hour, no, about 2 hours here, time change. And then we're going to go briefly into Arcade and North Star, and when you can expect to grab those champs in the contest. We will then be joined by our guest, maybe our frequent flyer mile record holder here, John, to talk to us about our new saga coming up here. And then we're going to be talking about a 3-month double track pass that will be starting up soon. We'll have some surprises along the way, and then we will get to the end of the show, and we will be doing a giveaway, giving away 10 of these 3-month double track passes. Stay tuned to the end of the show and make sure you're tuned in here live on twitch.tv/Kabam for all of that goodness. Again, we are giving away 10 of them, so there's a
disclaimer.
I think that might be the most
feels necessary
anything that we've given away. Like during the 9 days of giveaway, we gave away 9 things each day, but I don't think we've given away 10 things. So, whoa, record setting. Before we dive into the meat of the show, I need to talk to you all. I'm going to minimize chat for probably the next 5 minutes, but the mods are hanging out, and if there's anything that I need to address
I just turned it off, so
5 minutes or so, I will. I just need to remain focused, and I can't be distracted for the next 5 minutes. I have to give you all information because changes have happened that have impacted you and will impact you in certain ways. And I think that we operate within this community with a sense of transparency and honesty to give you guys an understanding of exactly what to expect, I think is very par for the course here. Admittedly, this is something that I've been thinking about and mulling over and ruminating on for about a week now on how to talk about this and how to address this. I don't think that there is a perfect way, nor do I think I could have found one if I was given another 3 weeks. But
assume he's going to talk about Mike here.
what's changed and how is it going to impact you? So members of our team who have been integral to community management and the operation of this live stream are no longer with us on this team operating this live stream. I think publicly, many of you will know, community manager Kabam Mike is no longer with us. Additionally, Rob, who was running a lot of our live stream technical side of things, is no longer here either. So what does that mean for you? We'll start with Rob. Rob took these streams and this concept when I brought it to him and to the team in general last year, or a year and a half ago at this point, and said, let's run with this. Rob came from a news broadcast background,
Yeah, I didn't know
and said, let's do everything we can to make these streams as incredible as they can be. Rob never took the bare minimum as an option. Rob always pushed for more. Rob always wanted a new layer of polish. It felt like Rob was always in this studio. I would show up early to start the stream. Rob beat me every single time. If I stayed late for rehearsals and things, Rob stayed later.
Not sure.
He took what was a handful of cameras in a empty meeting room where we just stacked furniture on the other side of the office and turned it into a news broadcast quality live stream production for you all. We played a round of Summoner Squabble a couple weeks ago. Rob took that and ran with it. He made that thing look absolutely incredible. Rob's impact on this stream, on myself, working with him very closely to make these streams happen, that impact cannot be understated. We have our team
just
working
talking about
very
it in the
hard
live
behind
stream
the
usually,
scenes
Manny.
to make sure that we're still here. So thank you for your patience as we had to shift a Friday stream to a Wednesday. We are going to continue to attempt to make our live stream schedule consistent for you all. And we have our team, our extended video team, Finton and James, working very hard behind the scenes to take a news broadcast board and make it something that we can operate for you. So how does that impact you? These streams are going to shift a little bit. We might experience technical hiccups as we run through this show. Please be patient with us. We are going to do everything that we can. And again, the team working on this has been working very, 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 very hard. So please, they deserve a ton of respect for this because we wouldn't be able to do the show without them. So a big thank you to Rob. We'll miss you. And thank you again to James and Finton for making the show happen. And now for Mike. Mike's no longer here. Mike, for some of you might not know who Mike is. Let's start there. Mike is a community manager who's been with MCOC for 8 years plus. Mike was my boss, is my friend, is my mentor, etc. And he hired me 2 years ago, and he's taught me almost everything I know about being a part of this community and what community means. Him no longer being here hurts. It's difficult. He was a leader. He was a cheerleader. He kept us going. He made us feel confident and capable, informed.
No. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Like, it's clearly is still going, but my picture is frozen. Like, come on, man. I think that's on me, not them. I don't know. The stream looks excellent on my end, but like I'm not. My camera's messed up. My camera's broken. Should we try? Let me try. I'll just try reloading it. I don't know.
we are going to be trying to get our feet back under us. So please be patient with us as we kind of slow things down and try to adapt. I think, you know, we're working tirelessly. I think we have
miss the
also
juicy bit?
prioritized key pieces of communication to you all. So, you know, event quest, side quest information, that stuff gets to you. War updates, that gets to you. We're going to try and make sure that everything gets to you when it needs to. But things like, you know, being super present in the forums and the Discord.
Now it says that there's a problem on YouTube's end.
We're stretched a little thin, to say the least.
I think this might be me, guys. I'm sorry.
So far, who's reached out to myself, to Mike, to anyone to express condolences in some capacity, to express support in some capacity. I think that speaks volumes about the quality of this community, that there is a level of understanding of Mike's impact and the forecasting of what that means for the team moving forward. From the game team to community members to everyone internally who's reached out, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Having that support means the world. Again, from the community side, those of you
I don't know why the camera's messed up.
I've spoken to him. That means the world to him as well. So we're going through some changes here. Please bear with us. We are going to try to keep knocking it out of the park for you guys as best we can. And a massive thank you to every single person who's working to make this happen, who's shown any support whatsoever, and a big thank you to Rob and Mike. We're gonna miss you, is all I can kind of say on that. Because this is going to be a drastic tonal shift, give me a minute. We're gonna hit a BRB screen. James, are we all right with that? We'll be back in less than 60 seconds because I just feel like it's weird for me to go from here to start yelling about video game stuff. So just give me a second. We'll be right back. Thank you.
All right, I think that's fair. I feel like though because of how it skipped out, like I don't think he said I don't know. I don't know. Kabam in trouble without Mike? I mean, he did a lot of stuff, man. So, I don't know. I don't know how I'm in trouble. Can you guys... There's someone outside with very loud music. Sounds orchestral. Right? Or is that this? Oh, it's this. Never mind. Okay, that's their music. It's like those outside.
Like I said, a dramatic tonal shift, but let's get down to business. It is June, as as is true with every month. We've got a lot of content coming your way, so let's dive in real quick here, because this will be live for you in-game in about an hour and 45 minutes. So we have an event quest for you all this month called Fun, All Fun and Games. Thank you very much, James. Responding to the Alpha Flight distress call, North Star arrives in New Manhattan only to discover that he is a player in the deadly games of arcade. To defeat this challenge, they'll need the Summoner as their player too, while they try to button
Nasty Dan, but it sounds like it, doesn't it?
of this treacherous Trap Master. See if you're leveling up or checking out in All Fun and Games. Ooh, very cool art. Again, we'll be talking more about it coming here, but you guys have a lot of like very awesome retro-inspired art coming your way in the next couple of months here. So get excited for that. We'll dive into our side quest here, Terror Twister. Arcade is unveiling his deadliest new attraction in the battle realm. Terror Twister is sure to send a chill down the spine of any summoner. Travel down a path defeating opponents and collecting path rewards on the way to an increasingly powerful final boss. The twist is that the final boss is by default not very powerful, but with every defeated opponent on the path, the final boss's buff profile grows more threatening and complex. The player must balance between acquiring path rewards and ensuring their survival. Again, very cool art. So this side quest is a relatively new structure, I think entirely new structure, where you are placed on a path. Between you and the boss, there are 3 fights. Before each fight, you choose path A or path B. They have different rewards that you can see, but also you will be adding a buff to the opponent, the final boss, depending on which path you choose. So going through that route, you have a bit of a risk and reward. We give you agency, make your best choices. You can get through this 20 times throughout the event. You get 4 entries per week via a solo event. All of those details and more are live on our forum, so go and check those out. And additionally, there are a lot of very awesome rewards in this. Like, I built it out. I didn't make it, but I did the typing part, and was like,
I think this is supposed to be like the simplification of the side quest stuff. So
shards in here
should be nice
for top tier players, top level players. So definitely get in there and get very, very excited about it because
Claiborne, no worries.
A great opportunity for you all there. Let's dive quickly into our champions. Of course, our first champion to come to the contest this month is this little cutie here. We got a little arcade. Shout out to Tyler for bringing this to us live on set. We've got
I do like the artwork for arcade and that kind of stuff too.
We are going to show you a quick snippet
sure.
from the deep dive, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Push them back toward the wall. You could use your heavy to place a poisonous cloud and start building your arcade tokens. Your booby trap in the corner will make the defender more likely to use their special attack. So, bait a special and then chain your heavy after you're punished to trigger the trap and gain more tokens. From here, max out your power and perform a light ending combo to disable your special 3 and use your special 2 in the corner. Feel free to play a little aggressive, since your tokens will let you auto-block incoming attacks. Then, use your special 1 to place the rest of your debuffs and watch the opponent melt in your traps. And hey, don't forget about those pre-fights that grant different immunities and benefits to Arcade at the start of the fight. These allow him to take a variety of
come on!
different fights in different ways. And while in no way required, Arcade synergizes nicely with the Collar Tech Mastery, gaining increased attack rating and reducing the opponent's defensive combat power rate by 7% for each unique personal damaging debuff. There are lots of ways to use Arcade, so depending on the fight before you, choose the right pre-fight and let the games begin.
All right, everybody, that is a quick look at Arcade. The full deep dives for both of these champions went live on the weekend, so if you want to know more, please head over to our YouTube pages for Arcade and Northstar. Both deep dives are there. You will be able to get Arcade in a pre-release bundle starting tomorrow on June 6th, and then will be available in Crystals and Arenas on June 13th. Again, June 6th for pre-release bundles, and Crystals and Arcades on June 3rd. And Arcades and Arenas on June 13th. We are going to
go to the
keep
arcade.
Going here. We're going to go right into Northstar. Again, a big shout out to Karate Mike for pulling this all together and letting you all know exactly what you need to know. We're going to let you take it away here, Karate Mike.
To begin, strike the opponent with your light attacks to start building up your reverb charges. While ramping, you could complete light ending combos to stack on as many as possible. Build to under your special 3. Then, dash in and cancel your medium into a special to trigger speed burst, gain prowess, and convert your reverb charges into reverb passives. Since your specials will cost less power, you could follow it up immediately with your special 1 to inflict slow, pause your effects, and of course, burst the opponent down. From here, continue using your special 1s until speed burst expires or the opponent is knocked out. Now, keep in mind, against skill champions, performing a second medium attack will inflict an armor break debuff that will lower the opponent's critical resistance by 80%. And the more specials that you use, the more prowess you'll gain. Speaking of, in a longer fight, you could use your special 3 to increase the chance of triggering prowess, reverb, and pause effects by 110%. Plus, you'll be able to easily max out your momentum, leading to more prowess, bigger specials, and mind-blowing bursts of reverb damage. And at 10 momentum, your special attacks will leave the opponent passively stunned, making it easier to chain specials and close out those fights with big crits and monstrous red damage.
We love big crits.
And that is a quick snip from the deep
Yeah, I'm gonna hate him just like Quicksilver. Like I hate the animations already.
The official Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube page for the full deep dive. They went live this past weekend.
Looked like
you
he was
get all the information you need and more. The pre-release bundle for North Star goes live on June 18th, and then they will be available in Crystals and Arenas on June 27th. I'm very excited for both of these champions to come to the contest. Admittedly, I knew very little about either of them. Arcade looks super cool. Seeing these animations, like just traps everywhere, that's a whole new bag. Again, shout out to the art team for their excellent work on these champions on the visual perspective, and to everybody who worked to create them as well. I hope you guys are excited. Let me know right now in chat, are you more excited for Arcade or North Star coming to the contest later this month? A couple of quick date reminders for you. We are in the middle of Spring of Sorrow. We have fight number 3 going live on June 12th, and fight number 4 going live on June 26th.
Looks like Arcade hype.
I see a little more Arcade than I see North Star, but it is awesome to see a little bit of love for both sides here. I think North Star is from Alpha Flight. Is that right? Did I make that up? Someone?
Yeah, that's the Canadian superhero team, Jax. You should know this.
And I know that we've seen for a long time a number of requests for more Alpha Flight action. So I'm very, very excited. Again, later this month, go check out both of them. We are going to move along here, and to help us transition, we are going to show you one of the coolest motion comics that we have created.
Canadian, eh?
And when we get back, we are going to be joined by our guest to talk about arcade games. So James, we can throw the vid.
What brings joy to this broken world? Games! Glorious, wonderful games! And all games need players. What
I do love
good
all this
is
animation.
An
This
empty
stuff's really
arcade?
cool.
All of this magic with no one to be dazzled by it? My games provide both entertainment and clarity. It's a world made only of winners and losers. Many will play, most will fail. But what a show you'll put up! Ready to prove your might? The first game is on me! Getting out
Oh, come on.
alive, however, well, that's up to you.
Okay, then.
All right, that is an emotion comic for arcade games, and a shout out to everybody giving praise to the voice actor, but I wanted to call out Paper Tissue Twitch, who says, sad it's not voiced by Jim Carrey. We tried. We tried to get Jim Carrey. We tried to get his people on the phone, but he was busy, you know, Sonic 3 or whatever. All right, let's move along here. We are going to be talking about our second ever saga, arcade games. Please welcome back to the show. We've got John here. John, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm living. Yeah. I like the X-Men shirt. You dressed the look. You got the coat. You're looking great. How are things?
I wonder if there's like...
It's been a time.
Yeah.
Before we get into this, I just also wanted to give a shout out to Rob. As you mentioned, I've done these streams a lot. One of the reasons I felt so comfortable coming back is because of how easy Rob made it. So thank you, Rob. And then, of course, to Mike. I started, I think, a couple months before you did at Kabam. Right from the first moment, Mike really helped me understand what the community was and what it needed, and that's been really crucial to my role. So, bottom of my heart, both you guys, you're already missed. Thank you.
Yeah, well said. John, you've been on the show a number of times, but again, we're hoping every single show we do, we bring in new eyes. So for anyone who might not know, can you let them know exactly what your role is here?
Sure. So I work on the design team, and basically my role is to stitch together the different parts of the game into some sort of coherent experience for summoners.
Yeah, that's awesome.
John,
and like,
John's job is to answer me when I have questions on the CCP
forum. Your work pretty consistently, pretty much all over your
He answered the question I asked this morning.